Have you ever seen a star streak across the night sky and wondered where it was going? Or felt the glow of a small fire on your hands and thought of someone you love? Sometimes, the smallest spark can light a world you can't see with your eyes, only with your heart. It was the very last night of the year, and winter had wrapped the little town in a soft, white hush. Snowflakes drifted down like tiny feathers, landing gently on rooftops and settling on quiet streets. Lamps glowed behind frost-kissed glass, spilling golden light into the darkness. From inside warm houses came the clinking of dishes, the murmur of voices, and bursts of laughter as families gathered to welcome the new year. But out in the cold streets, a small barefoot girl moved slowly along the cobblestones. She couldn't have been more than 8, her tangled golden curls peeking out from beneath a thin scarf, her eyes the deep blue of a winter night. In her hands, she clutched a bundle of matches wrapped in the corner of an old apron. Her bare feet were red and blue from the freezing air. She had lost her slippers when 2 carriages had thundered past earlier that day, and they were gone before she could find them. She tried to call out to passers-by, her voice soft and hopeful, but no one stopped. They hurried past in warm coats and sturdy boots, arms filled with parcels and pastries. She hadn't sold a single match all day. The scent of roast goose floated on the air from somewhere nearby, making her empty stomach twist. A warm burst of music spilled from one house where people sang together at a piano. From another came the clink of glasses and cheerful voices. She pressed her lips together and kept walking until the streets grew quieter. Between 2 tall houses, where the wind was softer, she slipped into the narrow space and sank down onto the cold stones. The walls leaned close on either side like old friends trying to keep her hidden, but they offered no real warmth. She curled her toes, hugging her knees tightly. She couldn't go home, not without money. Her father's voice would be sharp, maybe even his hand. And their home was as cold as the streets, the wind slipping easily through cracks in the roof and the rag-stuffed holes in the walls. Her hands were so stiff she could hardly feel them. She thought, if I light just one match, just for a moment, maybe it will warm me. She pulled one from the bundle and struck it against the wall. A soft fsh, then a burst of golden light. She cupped her hands around the flame, her eyes wide as warmth spread to her frozen fingers. In that flickering glow, she saw something take shape before her. A black iron stove with shining brass feet, a fire roaring inside. She could almost feel the heat curling around her, up to her shoulders. Her body loosened, her heart lifted. She reached toward it, but the flame died. The stove vanished, the cold returned. She lit another match. This time, the wall in front of her turned thin and shimmering, like a silver veil. Beyond it, she saw a long table draped in white linen, crystal glasses sparkling under candlelight. At the center sat a golden roast goose, steaming, stuffed with apples and plums, its delicious scent curling toward her. She could almost taste it. Her mouth watered as she reached out, but the match burned out. The table was gone. Only the wall and the cold remained. She struck a third match quickly, her heart beating faster. And now she sat beneath the tallest Christmas tree she had ever seen. Its branches shimmered with thousands of tiny candles, each flame dancing like a star. Ornaments of silver and gold, glass angels and sparkling snowflakes dangled from the branches, and beautiful painted pictures of children and angels swayed gently. She smiled, her eyes glowing as brightly as the lights. One candlelight drifted upward, higher and higher, until it vanished into the night sky. She whispered softly, "Grandmother always said that when a star falls, someone's soul goes to heaven." Her throat tightened. She missed her grandmother, the only person who had ever truly loved her. She remembered the gentle way she would stroke her hair, the stories she told about angels, the warmth of her lap on cold nights. Her fingers shook as she lit another match. And there she was, her grandmother, standing in the golden light, looking exactly as she remembered, kind, radiant, her arms open wide. "Grandmother!" the little girl cried. Please take me with you. Don't disappear like the stove or the goose or the tree. Don't go." She struck another match and another, desperate to keep her there. The flames flared, one after another, until the whole bundle was burning, surrounding them in a circle of light. Her grandmother stepped forward and lifted her into her arms. Together they rose, slowly, gently, up through the falling snow, past the rooftops and chimneys, past the clouds that glowed in the moonlight. The cold melted away. They soared higher, past stars and moonbeams, leaving every pain and hunger far behind. And then they reached a place where there was no cold, no fear, no loneliness, only warmth, light, and love. Morning came to the quiet town. In the narrow space between the two houses, someone found her sitting with her back against the wall. Her cheeks were pink, and there was a small smile on her lips. In her lap lay the burnt remains of the matches. "She must have been trying to keep warm," one person said softly. "She froze," another whispered, shaking his head. But they didn't know the journey she had taken. They didn't see the joy that had wrapped her like a blanket in her final moments. They couldn't imagine the place she had gone, hand in hand with the one who loved her most. And from that day on, whenever someone in the village saw a star streak across the night sky, they would pause and whisper, "That's her. That's the little match girl, lighting the heavens with her hope." Because sometimes, even the smallest flame can carry you home. If this story touched your heart, tell me, what's one small kindness that has stayed with you forever? Share it in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe for more magical tales, and let's keep the warmth of these stories alive together.